Hey everybody, Brenda here. How you all doing today? Well, I'm going to try to do another video. I'm going to try not to cough up a lung through it. I do have a cough drop in, so I'm going to give it a try, and I hope you guys are all doing well. So let me show you what I got here, and I'm going to try to create it. So I just got done making this belly band for a book page, and I have it on a book page so you can see that just about fits a normal book page. So I'm going to set that aside. My belly band has a pocket here, okay? It has a pocket here, and it has a pocket here. So that is the essence of the belly band. And I just got done sort of creating this. I'm pretty sure it's been done before. But I got done creating it, and I was going to do another one. This is my prototype, and I wanted to bring you guys along to see if you may be interested in trying it out with me. Maybe a little bit of fumbles, but I'm going to give it another try. So I'm going to set all this stuff aside, out of the way, somewhere. My desk is a total mess. And we're going to try to recreate this again. So what I have used here is 3 book pages. Okay, and after just trimming off the raw edge here, these book pages are about 5 1/4 wide width by 8 1/4 tall, so that just about fits on a normal, I guess, book page that you would have in a journal. If not, you can use any book pages that you like, however large you want to make it. So I have 3 book pages, and I took 3 pages that somewhat in the same color scheme. I took those out of my paper pad, and these are just thin. They're not cardstock. I started using, I don't know what I did with them now. I started using cardstock to begin with, but it ended up being too thick for my liking, so I went to regular, the regular paper instead. So what I did first was choose the color that I wanted first, and I took a just deciding. I took a punch, which you don't have to do, and I cut out this first. So I'm going to do this real quick. See if I can, actually what I should have done was had it all done, but these glasses are absolutely ridiculous trying to do anything. Oops, I want to go this way, don't I? Sorry about that. Don't even know where I'm going. that's it. So I did that first. Then, like I said, you don't have to do that part. You could just have plain, a plain edge. Because even though I did put a decorative edge, I pretty much covered it up. So you really could just have a straight edge right there. So then I cut my strips. Well, I cut this one into a strip at 1 inch first. So I'm going to measure this at 1 inch. And then I'm going to go ahead and measure one at another inch, because I'm going to use another piece of this. So I'm going to put this paper aside, and the next two papers I am going to just cut at 1 inch. Okay, so I've got my starting papers, and what I did next was, you don't have to probably do this, you could probably just fold them in half, but I took these and scored each one of them at the half mark. So let me do that real quick. Am I on camera here? Sorry. Okay, so 1/2 inch score. I pretty much think that tomorrow I am going to the doctor's, if I can get in, and get something for this cough. Getting no sleep. And neither is my husband. All right, so those are scored at 1/2 inch. And then I am just going to take each one and fold it in half. Like I said, you probably didn't have to score. You could just, I mean, I can't even fold it in half with a score mark. So there you go. There we go. Bumble fingers. Got my granddaughter this weekend. She's sick. Her mother is sick and called into work today, but I'm watching her anyway. And her daddy is sick and he's working. I tell ya, whatever this stuff is. Okay, so now I am going to take my 3 pages, and I want to create this little pocket here on the side, which is about 1.5 inches. So I'm going to fold this over about 1.5 inches. Okay, so that is going to be our front pocket. And I just folded them all at once. Okay, now each one of these, while this side here is folded, I want to cut at graduated graduated inch, whatever you want to call it. So this one I cut at, I think it was 3 1/4 and cut. The next one was 3 and cut. And the next one was 2 3/4 and cut. And I think that's all we need with the cutter for now. So then what I wanted to do was put these in graduated order. So you fit these all together like so, and you have this this pocket, and your back pocket, and they're all in graduated order. If that makes sense, which I hope it does. So then the next thing I did was took my my decorated fold here, and I want to put that right on. I want to put together all 3 pages here, and I want to stick that right on like so. And it doesn't matter where you put it, because you can trim off each end. I try to put it at the, you know, at the decorated where I want it. So first I am going to, of course, distress the piece that I'm using. Okay. So I am going to, on the inside, take my art glitter glue, and I'm looking at this part up here, so I'm going to do the top, or where I want the decorated edge, and putting glue on both sides. And then I am going to take my little piece here and go up to the fold, but don't go quite, you know, don't go over the fold on your piece. And just fold that right over. And you can just trim the excess right off when you're done. That end. And I have just a little bit sticking out right here. Just a tad. Excuse me. So there is your first one. And then you want to choose what color you want next, which I chose the one that matched this one the most. You don't have to. You could have this color or that color. I kind of like the blue. Maybe I'll do that one this time. Just switching them around to see how they may look differently. Before I used the same color. That's pretty bad on that side. Okay, so this time I am going to use the blue right here on the second pocket. Just for a switch up, so I'm gluing both sides. And I decided to do this to make the pockets more stable, because if you just have the book pages. I didn't think they would last that long at being a pocket. So I have the first book page of the graduated pockets, and you want to get it all the way to the fold, like so, and trim off the excess. Now I think I will use this piece here. This is the one that I cut. That's the same as the first one here. I'm going to try putting that one in the middle this time before I put it right at the beginning. Don't fail on me now, glue. Okay. So this is going on the second one down. I'm going to pull this back here so I can see what I'm doing. Go up to the fold line. Squish that down. Cut off my excess. Okay. And now I'm on this one. This is the last pocket. Going to glue with my art glitter glue. I hope whatever this stuff is that none of you have it, because it is hanging on for a long time. It's with me, it's cough, sore throat, congestion. I'm just putting this all the way over. Like so. Okay. And cut off the excess. And my granddaughter, she also has pink eye, so her mom and dad had to get medicine for pink eye. I might have it too, I don't know, but I'm going to the doctor's as soon as I can and find out what I do have and what I don't have. Okay. So there we have our graduated pockets. And now you also, which I didn't do, but you could also put little thumb holes in here. And I would probably maybe graduate the thumb holes too, if I was going to do that. Maybe like put one here, and put one down here, if I were to make thumb holes. So now our next quest is to glue down our pockets. So I'm going to start here and just glue each end of my first pocket and glue that shut. Next one, just the ends is all we want to glue. And the next one. Good way to use up book pages. Using 3 book pages at a time, depending on how many belly bands you want to make. Good way to use your book pages. Okay, we have our belly band put together. Not too bad. Not too difficult, I hope. And now I am going to, we have our pockets, and I want to round the corners using my 1/2 inch corner rounder. And there you have it. It's as simple as that. Next, I would distress all around. Do any trimming that you might need to do. And decorate up. So what I did for mine is got a little Timmy Holtz baby here. Isn't she adorable? And I sat her on what looked like, to me, a little rock behind. I don't know if I can come up with something else to go on here. She's kind of cute. Let's see what she looks like. I'm just taking her little punch outs off. Okay. Well, she's kind of cute standing there. I think, though, if I was going to use her with her little flag, I think I would want to sort of make a red, white, and blue color scheme for her, because she's patriotic to me, so I would use a red, white, and blue color scheme. So we have this little girl here who is, I'm not sure what she's holding here. Well, she's just holding something in her hand. So she would be cute right there. And then we have this one, but I think she, to me, is a little too short for this project. So I wouldn't use her. So I think I will use, I'm pretty sure I have some grown-ups in here too that would be even taller, but her dress is way too wide. I would have to trim off some of that. So I think I will use the first choice. Yeah, there's quite a few. The older women, well, she wouldn't be bad. She's kind of, I was gonna say the older women, their dresses flow out, but hers isn't bad. She don't have no feet either. So I don't know, she just, to me, she, without her feet, she looks like she's floating in the air. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the little girl this time. so. And she would fit just perfect right there. And I don't mind if that little bit is hanging off the edge there. So I'm going to use her. Just dress her up. And glue her down. And then at the top of the page, I'll probably use a butterfly or a label. When you have like long things to decorate like this, it's kind of difficult for me to figure out what to use for decor. Okay, I like her. So up here will probably be a label or something. I don't know what I have for pretty labels. Now let's see what I have in here. These are all something in here may work. I'm not sure because they're pretty blue. Got some pretty blue things here. I like that one. So maybe I do have something in here. I don't know. I might just want a word label instead. Oh, let's see what we have in here. I was thinking of one of these, but it might be too little, too long. Dream, I like that. I'd have to trim just a little bit. I know you guys can't see it, so let me show you. Don't know. Let's see what these are. I don't think I have any ones that go up and down. This one does, but it's got a lot of purple and it's too wide. That one would probably work too, but I think they're too big. So we won't use those. We have these little things here. Looking for something with a little bit of blue with it, and I don't know if I have one. Got a tiny one. Those are getting bigger. bigger. That's about the size I need, but I wanted some blue with it. Don't think so. Next, got these. These are just all tickets. Milk caps. I don't think there's anything in there. So let's try to use cut this down some. Just a little bit off the other side. Okay, that's not bad because it's got some of the color in it. So I just want to find something to go behind it. That won't, it don't look bad. We'll just use a piece of that. Let's see how that will look. Yeah, probably put it right about there. Okay, so I'm going to glue the lace down first. Going right along here. Okay. That right in the middle. Like so. Okay. Like that so far. Now the question is, the last one I put like a little flower right here beside beside her. Excuse me. Don't know if I have one that tiny. Got some greenery, but I don't like that at all. Got a big flower, but that's way too big, I think. Way too big. Checking out my stash. We got, this one is skinny enough. I kind of like this one. I would like it to be blue, but I doubt very much I can find one in blue. Going to check real quick. What did I do with them? I thought I had a package of flowers. I do not see them. Did I put them up here? Well, guys, let me get this put back on. Stayed off way too long. I always forget to recap my glue. Just checking real quick for a blue skinny flower, and if I can't find one, we'll go with the yellow. Tall and slim is what I'm looking for. And blue. Can't forget blue. Nope. Pink. Oh. Oh, that's way too small. That's way too big. So it does, there's what I was looking for. Way underneath. Let's see if we have any tall skinny ones in here. Do not see anything in blue that's tall and thin. I don't like that one. Now I don't know what I did with the yellow one. So let's see if we can find something in here. Nope, don't like it. No tall, thin ones. Oh, I found the yellow one. I'm just gonna go ahead with that one. I mean, there is some yellowish sort of in the background, so I'm just going to put these aside and go with that one. We'll have a variety of colors, since this is a variety of colors. Peach would be good too. Sorry guys, let me get this backing off of this flower, and we will be on our way. That is if I can get it. These things are so miserable for me to get off. I think they're not yellow anyway, they're white. So I'm going to tack this right down here, like so. Maybe a little yellowish tint. There you go, I like that. Now we could have a very tiny butterfly in the middle, but that is to me too big, so I'm not gonna mess with it right now. We've got the dream. We've got the cute little girl, and we have a flower. Now, let's see what it doesn't take me long, I'm telling you, to lose things. So, we have pocket here, get my page. We have a pocket here, a pocket here, and behind there, the belly band, we have an area for a journaling card. So guys, there you have it. I hope you liked this little project, and try to make some for yourselves, I hope, to use in your journals. Thank you so much for crafting with me today, and for putting up with my little bit of hacking. I didn't do too bad this time, I think. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed rest of the weekend, and I hope to see you again real soon. Bye-bye, everybody, and thank you so much. Bye.